wasn't planning on making a video on this, but Nintendo, I mean, like, I expect this from EA, from Rockstar Games to a certain extent, from Todd, you know, big bad Todd Bowley. But I mean, I've been trying to defend Nintendo for so damn long because the games are fucking amazing. Like I watched the direct, like dude, like the new Donkey Kong game looks absolutely stunning, right? Like look at this, look at this. I mean, when you can't tell me that like the new design. I mean it looks fucking phenomenal, and I know a lot of people that really wanted to see this kind of like not open world but kind of like main like franchise like Odyssey, Mario Odyssey like esque Donkey Kong game. And I'm not hating on the developers of the games. Like the new Hyrule Warriors game, that was what I was most hyped about. Absolutely fucking phenomenal. Looks amazing. Love that we get like a prequel to this, a prequel to the sequel of Breath of the Wild. But technically, it would be a prequel to Breath of the Wild as well. I don't really know the timeline, but regardless, and if you haven't seen it, go check it out. That looks like the games are amazing. But the reason I'm making this video and the point of this video is why Nintendo? Why would you make physical copies of the game cost $90? I mean, you scroll on Twitter, you scroll on X for like 2 seconds. Like, look at this. This was the live stream on the Nintendo Treehouse YouTube chat. Like, this was the entire chat. Like, and I was watching on Twitch. Like, this is like, dude, like this is absolutely ridiculous. Like $90 for, like, everybody's saying this, $90 for physical copies. Like, Nintendo's setting the bar right now. Like, $80 was, in my opinion, as a poor college student or like university student, I'm already kind of struggling in the gaming market already. I mean, and I already have a Switch, so I don't even know if I'm gonna even buy a Switch 2. And don't even get me started on the fucking price of the console itself, because I don't know, it's probably gonna cost even more here because yeah, in Norway, because everything is expensive here. Dear God. I mean, but like the console, whatever. I'm not really mad about the console price because I'm not gonna buy it. I already have a Switch. A lot of the games, like, I'll get to that because I'll be ranting about this for a while. This might be a long one. I'm gonna go over a lot, but the games, a lot of them aren't even Switch exclusive. So Nintendo Switch 2, Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive. There we go. A lot of them aren't even exclusive to the 2, you know? So you can play a lot of the new games, or probably almost all the new games, except the Bloodborne ripoff game that nobody cares about. Well, it did look cool, but everybody thought it was Bloodborne, and it wasn't Bloodborne. It's like Dark Bloods or something. I don't really care, honestly. Sorry if I offended a few people, but that's just my take. But like, I'm just gonna play, like, if I even, I am going to probably be buying the digital copies, because why the hell would I pay $90 for a cartridge when you can only put one of them in at a time? Like, why would you just not have a bunch on your Switch anyway? like just always available. I honestly, it would make more sense if they swap the prices around, because technically it's more convenient to have the game on. But I digress. It's irrelevant. Yeah, I'm just gonna be buying the digital versions regardless, and still like $80 is still like it's a pretty damn big hit to my wallet at least. And I'm not even sure if I'm gonna buy the new Mario Kart, because genuinely, I talked about this quite a lot. Like my first impressions on stream, because I did stream this, twitch.tv/, just put Catherine into Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 4 p.m. CET. All right, yeah. Please sub and stuff follow me. I'm cool. All right, but I did talk a lot about this on stream because I watched it live. I reacted to this live. And my first reaction to Mario Kart World was, I mean, we already have Mario Kart 8. In my opinion, like Mario Kart 8 is like, where do you go from here? Like, you can continue adding DLCs and stuff and new tracks, but like how much more can you milk this Mario Kart cow? Like, how much more can you... Do you have to squeeze the udders of the cow to get, like, the last drop of milk out of this stupid franchise? Because, frankly, Mario Kart 8 is what everybody wants. Like, why would you want... I get it. Open world Mario Kart. I get it. I'm freaking stupid cable. I'm so agitated. Like, why would you want this? Why we already have Mario Kart 8. I don't get it. And don't get me wrong, the game looks absolutely phenomenal, but if they went from Mario Kart 7, let's say, and they waited maybe a little bit longer, and then release this, I think there'd be more hype around it, and I'm sure it's Nintendo. People are gonna buy the console. People are gonna buy the games. People are gonna buy the console with the games. But, well, at least the games. Because I think, and this is my personal opinion, the games look phenomenal. Mario Kart World, not really my cup of tea, but it does look very cool. Like, in a vacuum, if Mario Kart 8 wasn't a thing, which to me is like the pinnacle of like competitive Mario Kart and like the standard when it comes to like the Mario Kart like sort of competitive franchise, if that makes sense. If you look at Mario Kart World in a vacuum as its standalone game, it looks fucking sick. Hyrule Warriors looks sick. Freaking the new Donkey Kong game. Oh my god. Like, if it wasn't for the prices, like if they dropped the prices by even like $10 or $20, which is literally what everyone is asking for. When I go back to this, I just think it's so funny. I drop the price. Please drop the price. Go. Konnichiwa, please drop the price, whatever. Like, even Japanese hardcore fans, everybody is saying, like, I'm not making this up. Like, I've seen how outraged people are about the prices, but the games themselves, I mean, they look good, all right? But when it comes to the price of the console itself, you got poor college students like me just trying to make a living, or like trying to get a job by studying so that we can make a living. Like, and probably not even... Like, I'm fortunate that I actually, don't have to worry too much about making money to get rent, because I live in a country that is, Norway is like I'm very privileged to be living in Norway, and like where we get paid to study and stuff. I'm not going to go into detail about that, but there is a lot of Nintendo fans, like old Nintendo fans, like Nintendo at its prime for Gen Zers was the Wii. I grew up with the Wii, which in my opinion is one of the best Nintendo consoles in the world. I got hooked. My favorite game is Super Mario Galaxy. I'm a Nintendo fanboy for life. Now, I was born in 2002. And like 2006, 7. 2010, 8 to 10 was like prime Wii. Like, that was peak. I was 8 years old. 7 years old. Or like 9, in that range. You know, I grew up on that shit. I loved it. And those people that are 8, 9, 10, that were 8, 9, 10 at the time, are 15 years later, 23 years old, like me. And I'm 23. I know, I'm fucking old. But my point is that a lot of these people, you know, for whatever reasons, like, I don't know how much money, like, the average 23 or 22-year-old makes, but I certainly don't make enough to be able to spend like over $500 for a console, a $450 console, MSRP, I believe it's $450 or something, in US dollars anyway, and $80 on a digital copy, or $90, like $540 or $430. That's like. Like, I'm making fun of myself here. I mean, like, I'm economically privileged, but right now my bank account, that's like 1/5 of everything I have in my bank account available to me right now. Like, I have a bunch in savings, but as of right now, what I can spend money on, that's 1/5 of my entire bank account as a university student who grew up with an amazing Nintendo console. Like, it's almost like Nintendo is gaslighting you to believe that, you know, like, and people are gonna buy it because it's Nintendo, but it's like, you know, I mean, I'm gonna probably buy the games, but it's like, at some point you have to ask yourself, how greedy can you get before you start to really, like, impact your hardcore fan base? Because there are so many people that have so many awesome experiences with old consoles that, by the way, like the Wii, I'm not even sure if the console itself cost more than $150, and it's probably the best fun and most, like, entertaining console probably I've ever owned. Wii Sports, Super Mario Galaxy 2, freaking Wii Sports Resort. Yeah, I mean, there's probably a lot more games that I'm misremembering, but even Nintendo Land on the Wii U, I remember playing that a lot. Even though the Wii U is technically, but whatever. But yeah, it just feels like, you know, and Nintendo don't give a shit about their consumers. That if there's one thing, like, people learn from this price range, is that not only are Nintendo setting the precedent for other companies like Rockstar, like Bungie, like, I don't know, whoever, like GTA 6 may end up costing like fucking $90, because that is the standard now. Like, Nintendo is the big dog. Nintendo is one of the biggest dogs in the industry, and the fact that this is happening, like, at a time where, like, you know, people are searching for the next big game, you know. I mean, always. But, like, we've been waiting so long for GTA 6, which is, like, the big one. Like, we have a bunch of, like, anticipated titles. Like, a new Donkey Kong game, mainline Donkey Kong game finally came out. You know, we're looking for Odyssey 2. You know, there's so many, like, anticipated titles that... Bloodborne... was a lot of people were asking for that, and to just shit on everybody's like Nintendo took a dump on their entire fan base's chest. They just said, you get this, and you're gonna buy it, because like if they shit on a plate, Nintendo fans would eat the shit. And that might be a little bit graphic, but I'm gonna buy the games. I'm poor and I'm still gonna buy the games. I'm a perfect example of a consumer that actually would, regardless of the price to a certain extent, like buy $90 and $80 games, because the franchise and because Nintendo games are so iconic, and they look, and they probably are incredibly good. But like to some extent, like there has to be a breaking point for a lot of people. That breaking point is reached at the $80 to $90 price range, $80 to $90 price range. Like, and I mean, and the prices aren't even consistent. Like for the console itself, I saw that the price in Japan was like, when you converted the price from yen to USD, it was like $332 or something. The US price is probably $450, but $1 is equal to 11 Norwegian kroner or NOK. So our price for the game is gonna end up being like 1.1 times that the USD price, because normally like $1 is 10 NOK, but now $1 is 11. So I might end up having to pay $500, like relatively speaking, plus like, I don't know, whatever fucking tariffs and shit that happen, or like taxes, all that bullshit. Like people might end up paying over $500 for it in general. $450 is just for the console. You have to realize that there's like, maybe people have to ship the console, maybe I mean pre-order price. I mean I don't know, man. I mean, and not to mention that if it does sell really well, like, and I'm not saying it will, but if it flies off the shelves, like, are people really gonna care? Genuinely, like, if all the Nintendo Switches of the world, if all the Nintendo Switches of the world, the old ones, disappeared, like suddenly, like me and my chat joked on stream that, like, like your Nintendo Switch, like the old one, is gonna blow up right when Nintendo Switch 2 releases, so you have to buy the new Nintendo 2 Switch console to be able to play all your Switch games, like just Switch games. But since you already have a Nintendo Switch, the hell is the point? I'm ranting. I'm sorry. This has gone on for way too long. That's my take on pretty much everything. If there's something else you would like me to cover, feel free to let me know in the comments. This is a little bit of a, short small little 20-minute video. Well, it's not really small. It's almost 20 minutes, but regardless, it's just a little bit of a rant where I just fucking complain about Nintendo being greedy and probably, if the Nintendo Switch 2 doesn't flop, I don't know. I want to be proven wrong. I want to be proven wrong, gamers. But if they don't drop the prices of this shit, because that's literally what everybody's talking about. I mean, I'm not gonna sugarcoat this and say, oh, but there's other things as well that might impact. No, it's the prices, man. It's always the prices. It's like the one thing that actually matters is the prices. Everybody's talking about it. There's no sugarcoating it. It's just that simple. Leave your comments in below, like and subscribe and all that stuff. This has been your boy Bukathanan 2. Signing off. Take care, guys. Bye.